Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Virgo for the week of January 10th. Now Virgo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Virgo, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's do one more shuffle here. But let's see what we get here for you, Virgo. Now, I decided to mix it up here and go with a Celtic cross spread for this week. So if you're curious as to what the spread is called that I'm using, it is called a Celtic cross classic spread in tarot. But if you're one of those people that watches my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is the first time you are watching me. But let me make sure everything's set up and in view, and we'll get right into it for you. We'll take these three cards to clarify as we go along. And all right, I think this is just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the King of Swords. So King of Swords is all about authority and leadership. I do feel like some of you right now could be taking on, right now I feel like there's this energy of you taking authority over your life in some ways. I don't want to suggest that you're letting your life go out of control. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But I get this idea of you sort of stepping into like authoritative energy, bossing up, if you will. This is somebody who we might find as your literal boss with the King of Swords. Reason being is the King of Swords does not take an emotional interest in you. They help you get from point A to point B like a good boss should. They're a facilitator for you and your career. That's what the King of Swords is all about. Now you do have Libra energy here showing up, and I'll get into where else this is coming in soon. But so some of you are looking to you may be looking to give someone in your life a fair shot, or you may be looking to sort of balance out something in your life at this time. You know, on another level, the King of Swords could be a subject matter expert, a SME in some area. And, you know, that could be a lawyer. It could be somebody who helps you with your business, someone who maybe you add into your business, literally a subject matter expert in whatever area of expertise you're looking for help on. So another situation with that, that could also be something that you're looking at here. Now, right away in the middle, you have the Justice. So this middle card here is your current overall situation. And this is the Libra energy that I was talking about in addition to the King of Swords. So the Justice card is more about karma. Okay, one of the biggest cards of karma, maybe outside the Judgment card in the tarot. And it does say that the scales here are karmic scales, and they balance out or tip in one direction or the other. And so at the end of the day, you are getting the outcome you deserve here. And for you, I don't see negative karma here. I don't see bad karma. I do feel like some of you are, there's a lot of scale energy here, I have to tell you, with the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles and the King of Swords. We'll get into this more here, but there's justice being served in some way, okay? And don't let this be a negative, don't let that spin you out, or don't feel like I'm saying this in a negative way, because I'm not. Ultimately, you can repay karma and still have amazingly good things happen to you in your life, right? And so if there's, karma just is, right? And so it's this idea of you getting the outcome you deserve. But it's not like, karma's not like a death sentence, right? You can pay it karma back in multiple ways, and you can also have good things going on simultaneously. So don't feel like that's what I'm saying. At any rate, in the problem position, hopefully that makes sense, you have the Chariot card. The Chariot is a card that talks about through self-discipline, you are getting a major victory, okay? It's also potentially a travel card. It's also the idea of as above, so below. So, I mean, there's a karmic rendering here, okay? That's extremely present in this reading. So it's almost like this idea, this energy that I'm getting is like even white lies are sort of like, it's almost like the universe is watching you, and like you can't even do things like white lies at this time, right? And I'm not condoning lying or anything like that, but I'm saying like it's almost like you are being watched over by a higher force, something that's greater than you. And it's like, even if you do something as small as lie to yourself, a white lie to yourself, there's karma being rendered, right? And I don't know why that's happening, and I don't know why that energy, I'm feeling that energy, but it's almost like that's what I'm getting here. Like it's like instant karma from the universe. And that's what I'm feeling. So I just have to say what I'm feeling. In the past, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. So this is a card of practical choices. This can be somebody who maybe, you may be taking a look at your financial situation and really asking yourself what it is that you need to do to budget and plan properly. Maybe some of you are looking to make a big purchase. I don't know if it's the right time. As you're watching this, I can't tell you what the right time is. I'm certainly not here to tell you what you should buy and not buy. But we are in a Mercury, or a Venus retrograde, and it's not the best time to make big purchases if you're just looking at the astrology. But again, if it's something you need and it's something you've calculated for a long time, it is what it is. Some of you could also be working with like a tax professional, maybe a CPA or a financial advisor or something like that here as well at this time. Now, in the future, you have this Six of Pentacles. So we have this third energy of scales, in addition to this idea of as above, so below with the Chariot. So this Six of Pentacles here, you can see this is the financial scales balancing out and tipping in one direction. It does say that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And so for some of you, there's either going to be you giving because you've been receiving too much, or if you've been giving too much, you're going to start to receive. There's something here in your energy that's balancing out, and I do get the sense that it's relating to a material situation in your life, okay? So let's move forward. Now, on your conscious awareness, on your thoughts here, you have the Strength card. So the Strength card is all about power, okay? This is a card of courage. And, it's number 8, right? If you take the number 8 and you flip it on its side, you get the infinity symbol, all right? Talking about how powerful of a force you can be in the universe, not only for good, but in any way. What are you trying to consciously bring into manifestation at this time? Because you have the power and the strength and the ability to see it through to the end with the Strength card. This person is so courageous. They are walking next to a lion. They have tamed the beast, if you will. And so for you, it's all about having big energy. That's the other thing. The Strength card is the Leo, is the sign of Leo. And so it's all about having that big Leo energy, that big strength, lioness energy about you here, Virgo. I think there's an issue of willpower maybe around spending as well. And I do feel like some of you, there may be a lesson that is served. Okay, and I don't want to say that. It's just like a life lesson is kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's nothing doom and gloom. In the lower row here, you have the subconscious. In the subconscious, you have the Emperor. So this is, again, we're getting confirmation after confirmation here. This is the biggest energy of being a boss. I always like to say when I get this, it's big boss energy. It's authority and leadership, even bigger than the King of Swords, because this is a major arcana. But it's a very good omen for business situations. It's a very good omen if you've been looking for career advancements, for praise, for recognition, for anything like that in your career. The Emperor is structure as well. It's also, you can think of the Emperor as like the strict or the stern father in some way, or the traditional sort of old school father as well, like keeping you on task. Now, in the Staff, in the direction that you are headed here, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Three of Swords. So this is interesting because this is a very, I have not had this unique of a message here for a very long time in reading the tarot. It's an energy that I don't necessarily know how to describe, because you have this thing going on here in this vortex in the first part of the reading here, but now you have this Three of Swords, which is a heartbreaking situation. I'm not getting like divorce, breakup, love energy here on the board. I'm really not getting anything emotional. If anything, it's relating to emotions tied in to material situations, which happens all the time. Money and emotions are not a great combination, but they do go together. And we do attach emotions to money and material situations. So it's almost like I'm very interested to see these three clarifiers. There's a reason why we picked those three, because it's almost like it's not fitting, but at the same time, there could be a separation here happening in your material life as there's instant karma being rendered, okay? This is about this idea of as above, so below. How are you being a positive force in the universe right now is the question. In your external situation, it gets much better. So this is a very strange message here. We'll have to get clarification. The star is the fulfillment of a wish. It's your hopes and your dreams come true. And it's in the external, which means it's outside of you. It's not something that you can control. It's just happening. So it's a very good sign to get the star in the external position, because not only for me, I'm going to say that there's luck on your side. Even though this is not really a card of luck, it's more about a card of hopes and dreams coming true, as well as healing and healing and renewal energy, hope and optimism for the future. And so there are good things here coming in. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have this Eight of Pentacles, which is dedication to a task, okay? Like, you are a major talent here. I do wonder if you're giving yourself credit of that, Virgo. This could also be a Virgo person, by the way, the Eight of Pentacles, but you can see this person's working away late at night. They have a lot to bring to the table too, as you see, not only for themselves, but in the workplace and in other situations. And this is somebody who's like a channel for creation, okay? They're creating something here, and they're spending a very large portion of their time and energy on this task, on this, whatever they are building here. And so this is a very good card. It's also a card of good movement forward, or positive movement forward in career and work situations when you get the Eight of Pentacles. So you're hoping that that's happening. I do wonder if you're fearing that all of the work you put into something is not coming to fruition, but that would not be the case. This could also be what's going on here with the karma energy that we're getting, where, look, if you've been diligently putting time and energy and effort in, and you've been putting in the reps, like, that will come back to you. Okay, just affirm that for yourself, because that will happen. You also, here in the outcome, you have the Five of Pentacles. Again, it just doesn't fit with this Three of Swords. What I feel like is going on here is you are dipping into poverty mode. You are dipping into scarcity consciousness, because everything here to me is suggesting that with this Eight of Pentacles, I almost get the sense that you're like asking yourself, have I done enough work? Have I put in enough energy? Is this going to work out? And I think it's dipping you into this energy of like less than, or lack, or scarcity consciousness. Yeah. But there is a dream coming true. So let's go ahead and start to clarify here. Let's pull these three clarifiers. I'm very interested to see what comes forward. Okay, very good. So you have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is financial independence. Okay, this is one of my favorite cards of abundance in the tarot, because this person on the card literally has everything that they need. Okay, they have their animals, their friends, they have their clothing, their nice clothing. They have a vehicle here that provides for them, that is regenerative. This bush keeps growing pentacles. You can think of this Nine of Pentacles as passive income, dividends, an investment paying off that pays over and over and over again, or a job that pays each month, right? In other interpretations of the card, the flower is actually fruits, indicating that they also have something to sustain themselves on, other than just money, right? And so this person is living a luxurious lifestyle. They have all of their needs met and more. So it's all about financial independence. Not only that, but you have this Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands indicates good news coming into your life. It also talks about offers coming in, potentially job offers or career opportunities. Wands is the suit of career and enterprise, business. Six of Cups is like you may be needing to stop to smell the roses, right, at this time, and just really reflect, like, have you met your goals? Are things actually going well for you right now? If they are, great, good for you. On the other end, maybe you need to change something up, and only you will know that. But the Six of Cups is nostalgia, it's past energy. And the thing about the past is it literally doesn't exist. This is a hard concept to get, but to grasp. And, I'm certainly not perfect in this either, but literally, if you think about this from a meta perspective, the past doesn't exist. It already happened. So don't spend too much time in the past, right? And don't spend too much time in the future either, because that literally doesn't exist either, because it hasn't happened yet. And so what can you do to return to now and just embrace everything that's happening? That's as the famous Eckhart Tolle, or Tolle, depending on how you say his last name, said. So you have yes, remain positive, and a year from now. So don't get stressed about this year from now card. Okay, a lot of people do. It doesn't mean nothing's going to happen in the next year. It doesn't even mean that it's going to take an entire year. I always like to say, this year from now card could mean something that you started a year ago. Let's see what else we have here. I knew that was going to say no. No what? Okay, ask for help from others. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like you're doing something here where it's like this is your journey, okay? This is your karma that's either being gifted or whatever way the karma's playing out, it's because of the actions you've taken, right? And so the other thing is with that ask for help from others, the King of Swords can be a subject matter expert, and the Emperor can be like a boss or somebody who's authoritative in an area of expertise. So like some of you may be relying on someone's expertise at this time. Let's see what else we get here. There it is, mature man, child, high honor, official person, occupation, and main female. So look, doesn't matter what gender you are. Again, these are just masculine and feminine energies. When I saw that mature man, I got the same idea of the Emperor, the King of Swords, somebody who's just mature in that they're mature in what they know. Like they know a lot, right? And I especially with official person, okay, with ask for help from others, I normally refer to official person as human resources or HR. So some of you, I just get the sense that you are going to like bring someone into the fold. Some of you are like working on a project or something, and you're going to get a new perspective, or you're going to add someone in on something, like to get their expertise or their perspective on something here. Child, occupation, high honor, main female. This is something you always wanted to do, okay? Especially with the Six of Cups showing up here and the clarifications. Something you've always wanted to do, and the high honor card is a card of respect and honor and people really looking towards you as somebody who is authoritative. So you also have this wealthy man. This person's at the end of a successful trading day, and so it's a very good card for investments paying off, especially as you have the Nine of Pentacles and anything like that happening. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Check out my website so you can sign up for my email list. There's a link to that in the description below, zaneintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.